Be yourself for someone at a lower level can be the worst thing ever, because that means just remain fake, remain inauthentic, remain stifled. And people use that advice to not change. They're like, well, why should I work on being louder and more expressive? I'm just being myself. Worst advice ever. So for them, it's stepping it up, acting real until they remember. But then eventually they'll never accept themselves. So at that higher level, then it's now that you've let go of all this and you've got some references, perhaps expressing yourself in ways you weren't used to before, now relax and be yourself. Someone who's at the top is not always worried about all this stuff. The same with even dating advice. Someone new, like for me, I couldn't even go up and say hi to a girl. You give me some kind of line to memorize. That was the best shit I ever heard. I'm like, now I can do it. I can hide behind this line and start getting some references, talking to people. Something I couldn't have done before. However, what's the trap people fall into? They stay hooked on this. And what does it do? Something that initially helped you now makes it worse. Because now it's reinforcing you're not enough without the line. People actually like the line, but not you. And you start being pulled down. And at that point, you got to drop it and start putting yourself out there completely and fully. And I like what you said too. When you move up in paradigms, things get easier. And you don't need all the same techniques and tools you needed at a lower paradigm. So you can kind of sense too when you're trapped, when you just have too many fucking tools, too many techniques, and you're looking for more and more and more, just stacking all these techniques, that is weight just keeping you trapped. We talked about earlier tonight when you're stifled around someone. Instead of being stifled and then trying to find all these techniques to get out of your head, what about identifying what is keeping you stifled? You're no longer stifled, you no longer need the techniques. It becomes easier. So notice, am I looking for a ton of tools? Am I looking for more and more techniques? Am I staying trapped? Am I adding on weight, locking me in this paradigm? And at that point, it might be time to move up.